Yeah. I mean, I think it's about time everybody stopped the Eddie Hearn bashing. He said he was coming to take over America, and he just signed the second biggest name in boxing, the biggest name fighting in the States currently. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, you could say, I understand people were rubbed the wrong way when he was negotiating with Wilder, but part of that was part of his promotion. You know, his role is the bad guy in boxing. It's the with ECW, and I want to say that was Heyman. Some I want to say his name was Al Heyman too, and ECW, whatever. But what the ECW was to the WWE, and he's coming in and he's trying to, new guy on the block, make a splash. He signs Andrade. Billy Joe Saunders messes up. He gets a break right there. Billy Joe might have a title if he can run through the guy from Nambia. We're gonna give him respect, but most likely everybody's expecting Billy Joe to get the belt. You have Canelo who just beat Triple G. Contract expires. Unified champion at middleweight. Moving up to 168. People, you can hate on it or not. You don't have to respect it, but it is what it is. He's moving up and he's going to be a 4 division champion. Stop the hate. Stop the Canelo slander. This boy went in there, stood in front of Triple G, did what he was supposed to do. And now, unlike Triple G, he's going to step up. It's not fighting the best guy, but it's a nice trinket. People like to say, oh, man, it's a man. No, listen. Everybody in the sport accepts it. It's a belt. It's not a test. It's not a final, but it's a nice quiz moving up. If you just seen the stand up face off between those two guys in New York, he's a smaller guy in this fight, so still a move up. And if he can get that done, that's still a solid accomplishment for his resume. Bravo to Eddie Hearn, to get him. I mean, picture a card with Joshua and Canelo and Andrade or Big Baby or all. I mean, you have names that are recognizable. You have Jesse Vargas that's solid. Delorme just made himself um, a player in the welterweight division again. Boxing is on fire, and Eddie Hearn is a part of that fire. HBO falls, but the zone rises. They have Bellator. Bellator is rising. They have some solid talent. We have still Al Heyman solid job with getting Fox. So you have the PBC fighters, and Fox has the UFC as well on Fox, and then with ESPN, you have. I mean, not ESPN with the zone. You have Bellator, and you have the fighters that Eddie Hearn has. So you get an international look, because still a lot of those UK guys are going to support what Hearn has going on. Um, Man, it's on fire. Hearn may be the biggest in the world soon. Somebody's going to have to make a major power move. You're going to have to start getting those welterweights to fight on the PBC. But if this is official and this is real, Eddie Hearn came to America and he's put his flag down, and he's definitely here. He's definitely here to make a statement, and signing Canelo is about the biggest statement you can make. Show Eddie Hearn some respect. He had a solid first card. I don't care what anybody wants to say about it. The Lorme Jesse Vargas fight was solid. The fight, I want to say, what was that, 68? I forgot the guys who fought with the knockout. That was solid. And Big Baby getting the guy out there in the second round. It was solid. He had a solid card. He's putting fights in areas that aren't getting these type of fights. So that spices it up instead of just getting these fights in the same places over and over again. I think that's an untapped market, a way that you can grow boxing. And I think the UK guys coming over to the United States adds a different level of creativity, because the guys who are promoting in the US, They're used to doing things one way. It's an old school way. They don't seem to want to grow. And Eddie Hearn is tapping in and taking advantage of that weakness of the promoters in America. So if you're in America and you're promoting boxing, you better pay attention to what Eddie Hearn's doing. You better start paying attention to what the UFC doing. You better start getting creative and getting some young people on your team. The zone is here. Canelo, Rocky Fielding is happening, and Canelo will be fighting on the zone. That's the news that just broke today. Trap Media, I'm out.